Okay, we'll see if it works. Welcome back to another video. I have these mini cigars. Can you even see that? I'm in a weird mood. My life has been really crazy. I don't know if I'm gonna actually post this. I guess I will. I mean, I just don't feel good about posting it. It's an interesting crowd that I'm bringing in, and I don't know if I'm morally obligated to deter from that, but I asked for cigars for my birthday, and that's what you're getting. I like cigars, so I'm just gonna do it. And I think I'm gonna read you something. Smoke and read you something, so cheers to that. I have more coffee remnants. Yeah, you can barely even see it. When I tilt it, it all goes to the bottom. It's out of the shot. Okay. I've been reading Kurt Vonnegut's first novel, Player Piano. I don't really understand what's going on in the novel. I don't really understand anything that goes on in novels. Ever. But I'm gonna read it. Alrighty, no funny stuff. You hear? Said a nervous voice in the wagon. Out you go. A moment later, Dr. Fred Garth, wearing a badly torn blue team shirt, unshaven, his eyes wide, emerged into the daylight. Manacled and sneering, before Paul could believe in the senseless scene, his old tent and teammate, his buddy, the man next in line for Pittsburgh, was inside. Paul hurried around to the front and back into the office where he'd filled out the papers and turned in his credentials. The sergeant looked up at him superciliously. It's an interesting word. Yes, Dr. Garth. What's he doing here? Said Paul. Garth? We got no Garth here. I saw them bring him in the back door. Nah. The sergeant went back to his reading. He's one of my best friends. Should have stuck with your dog and your mother. I feel very awkward right now. I guess I wasn't really prepared. And I'm afraid that the angle is gonna be bad because I have really dark under eye circles. And sometimes they look more prominent than other times. And today it looks like I didn't get very much sleep last night, but I got enough sleep. And it's just that I have a sore throat and I don't know, man. And I feel like you're not even gonna be able to see the cigar. It's really nice though. I don't know how to describe the flavor. It's pleasant. The sergeant looked up at him Okay. Okay. I need to take a deep breath. Maybe I won't read. Let me just explain something. When I first started making these videos, I had come back from Idaho, and I really wanted to die. And I just needed an outlet, like someone to talk to. And like making YouTube videos was the only thing that was like right there, right in my hands. And it felt like I was creating something, but it wasn't too intimidating. It was a therapeutic outlet for me to create, and it was perfect. Now that I'm getting all this strange attention, like I said, I don't know if I'm morally obligated to end it, or if I should just do what I do. It's a really nice day. I turned 20 2 days ago. Well, if you ask me how do I feel about that, I don't feel anything. I've always felt like I was much older than I am. Because in a lot of ways I've had to parent myself. My age is catching up to me. What did I do on my birthday? I went to the beach with my friends. It was really nice. We went to a drive-in theater. We watched Little Miss Sunshine with I want to talk about what I'm really thinking about, but because this is public, anybody can watch it, you know. And people I know who I'm in my life can watch it, and I don't know if they'd be comfortable with me sharing information. It's not like I would say any names or anything, but I feel a little bit vulnerable talking about it. To think that the people in my life currently can see it. I would say I'm in love, but I've had bad experiences with romantic relationships, and I don't really believe in romantic love. I think it's all chemicals in the brain. Of course, you can be compatible with someone and you can get yourself really hyped up, but there's this deep, dark fear of it all going to shit. But what I keep reminding myself of is to allow myself to experience the good, it's almost like an otherworldly feeling. And I'm definitely one to feel those things because I like to create and I have a creative mind, and I feel like it's my job on earth to really explore those artistic and otherworldly experiences and create from that place, because that's where art comes from. That's what helps other people maintain their life. And though it's not sustainable financially, that's what scares me. It's like if I were to allow myself to live, I would definitely neglect the practical matters of life, and I'm afraid that the people who surround me won't be able to save me, and I won't be able to save myself. It's so strange how I can feel so happy and ecstatic and on top of the world, and at the same exact time feel so hopeless and lost and afraid. Two really intense feelings just manifesting themselves within my spirit at the same time, and I'm not sure what to do about it. And on top of all of that, I feel deeply insecure and in longing. And then that's where religion comes in my life. It's not even religion, it's like the idea of God, and I don't want to be neglecting my purpose. And Christianity preaches that I'm here to have a relationship with God, but then there's this balance of being in relationship with others and getting from them what you can and accepting them for what they are and appreciating the individuals that they are. And I know God is real and I know that God made me, but I can't help but hate the judgment that comes with that. The community that I come from regarding religion and Christianity is like, it's a beautiful thing, but it's this there's this judgment, there's this condemnation I feel that comes with it. And people will say, oh no, that's Satan trying to get you. trying to get you down, trying to get you away from God. But it's like, you have to succumb to these beliefs that come with Christianity. And one of my friends kind of came up with his own religion that caters to himself. And it's just hard to tell if that's right. What's right? What is right? What's right and what's wrong? Why should that get so mixed up so easily? It does all the time. I don't think it's any way to live to think that everything you see is right. You'll have no conviction if that's the truth, if that's the way you go about your life, is to just to say anything goes. I don't think anything goes. But what does go? Is it purely the Bible? There's so many criticisms about the Bible and how it's not credible, and it's been translated and you can't rely on it. But in my life, it's been a source of great strength and help, and it's led me to have peace and have a relationship with God. And I just can't help but feel terrible about myself when I'm not in prayer and when I'm trying to discover myself. It's like I have to tend to these multiple parts of my personality at different times. And it's exhausting and it's isolating to think that I'm neglecting certain crucial aspects of my personality because it won't be developed if I don't. Does anyone else feel like that? Does anyone else? I know it's true that everyone else is lost and afraid. And why should there be pressure for me to fix that? It's not my job, but Christianity says it is my job to bring people in and turn people to God and preach the name of Jesus everywhere I go. But if I'm struggling so much, how can I do that? I absolutely need guidance. People keep saying I should be a tattoo artist. I could do that, but there's no tattoo shops that are legally open, and no tattoo shops that are hiring. And it would take a great deal of discipline for me to begin my own business, doing something I don't necessarily condone, which is scarring the body and putting random pictures on the body, because I'll get this crowd of people who are living their life on the edge. Which, of course, there's aspects of that I love and I appreciate, but I don't want to be in the midst of it as a career. My hesitation is the community that comes with tattoo art, because I know that if I were to begin that, I'd go down a rabbit hole of scarring my body from head to toe. In that case, I would be neglecting the parts of myself that want to condone what's true and what's righteous. But I'm very conflicted, because that just always reminds me of the ways I've been pinned. It's just felt that I've been pinned down by this religion. Thank you for listening.